So Lindan, highly impressive, but as you can see, the Union Jacks are flying. A partisan crowd is waiting as C.ADCOCK and Imogen Banker, the sole representatives from the UK, take on Jiaming and Tian Qing from China, the number 4 seeds. Morten Frost back in the commentary box with me, Morten.
Yes.
Not been a great day for the Danes so far.
It's been dismal.
Dismal day for the Danes.
Yes.
Okay, I'll let you say it hasn't been good, has it?
No.
What about for the Brits? Could there be more Brits in the semis than there are Danes?
No way. Yeah, you never know. No, we have yet another. We have 2 hopes. Beating who's is playing now, and obviously we have Peter Gate later on. No, 4 losses so far. We're not happy. Let us put it this way. We have hoped for a bit more.
Well, we've got a match up here between C.ADCOCK and Imogen Banker, who are Britain's number 2 mixed doubles pair. Don't forget, after Robertson and Warwick, and they're up against Jiaming here and Tian Qing. They were given a fright in the last round by Matoja Kinziba of Poland, the number 4 seed, having come through in 3 sets, 21-16 in the final set. I mean, they're a pair that in their first 5 events together, well, they look like a hot prospect, really, never failed to reach a final, but recently the results haven't been as good. You can see the 6 defeats that have crept in. But world ranking of number 3, gone up 1 place. They are going to be a tough duo for the British pair to face.
Yes. You're so right. I think the British pair has done really well to reach the quarter-final here. But I think it's crunch time. It's going to be very difficult for them to pass this. But they're young, and that's what I like. It's young people, and they can excel. They can go above themselves, and that's obviously what we are hoping to see here, that they actually go above what their normal standard will be and go in there and really give it a good go.
Well, up to a world ranking of 18 now. That may improve inside the next few days as well, given their results in the last couple of days. Beat Ikeda and Shiote yesterday, despite going a set down. They beat the number 8 seeds of Songpan and Kunchala. And they've been very impressive in their play. But is this a challenge too far? They've been the last British players in this World Championships now for the last couple of days. It's Håkan Foster of Sweden, who's the umpire. Jakob Sundberg is the Danish service judge.
That's the way the Scandinavia is getting representation.
You're not that desperate yet.
Yes, time.
So bound to be a few butterflies in the British camp. Big match, big crowd, home support. Nerves will be jangling. The opportunity is huge. Bronze medal guaranteed to the winner. And if they were to win, surely a huge step to playing here on these courts in a year's time at the 2012 London Olympics. Imogen Banker from Scotland, Glasgow Adcock from Nottingham. But these are the 2 that stand in their way, Jiaming and Tian Qing. Jiaming, who got to the quarterfinals of the World Championships last year in the mixed doubles with Chang Ya-wen and Qing Tian, who's got 6 career titles, 4 different players she's done that with.
On my right, Yao-Ming Tao and Tian Qing of China.
She's already in a semi-final as well. I think she won earlier in the day in the women's doubles with
C.ADCOCK and Imogen Banker of Great Britain.
Well, you wouldn't expect the crowd support to be anything but partisan, would you?
No.
Imogen get the serve.
He said Great
to
Britain.
Jiaming Tao.
It's not Scotland, it's not England, it's Great Britain.
Indeed.
Hey. Service over. 1-love.
First point on the board.
Service over.
Hancock was saying on Twitter that he spent the day chilling, relaxing with his girlfriend Gabby White, who's also part of the England team. Imogen saying her main stress is that she's run out of lip balm. I'm sure someone's helped her out.
That's a good shot. Excellent shot. He met it very early there and had lots of options to play, and I think he chose very wisely here. Moving into the shuttle. Very well played.
His confidence this week has grown so much. A hugely talented youngster. Played in the with Gabby White, who I just mentioned, in the World Junior final.
Service over. 2-all.
Straight on the attack there was Jiaming.
That was a little bit interesting, that lift that Imogen is producing there, and then suddenly she don't know what side to run to. It's because she played it right down the middle of the court, and she obviously had to choose to cross one, so she didn't know where to go to. But she chose okay.
All worked out well in the end.
It did.
It's an important role, isn't it, for...
Yeah. She makes the decision.
The ladies at the front in mixed doubles,
Yeah.
they're key, aren't they?
They are, and then obviously Chris in this instance, he's got to follow accordingly to what she's doing.
Good to see that aggression from Adcock. He was a little hesitant in yesterday's match against the Shiota in the first set, but he grew and grew.
4-3.
Sixth match of the week for him.
I think the English pair can they can play freely. They have got no pressure on them except from their own pressure. You know, they want to do well, they want to win the match, but there is no outside pressure on them. And I think they can go in, they can play a free match. They can enjoy it, and I think that's what you see already. It's 4-all. He's opening up very early here. He's confident. He's playing his shots. So, you know, they're just out there to enjoy it.
Service over. 5-4.
I think that is the case right now, Morten, but I think the closer they come, if it's possible, to a winning possibility,
yeah, then
it becomes...
They might be creeping in again. But in the beginning here, you know, you just play freely and then see how it goes, and got a good start here.
Oh yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better start, really. I mean, here they are leading 6-4.
6-4.
I mean, they've only been together just over a year, Adcock and Bankier, up against a pair that, you know, in their first 3 events together last year, Tao and Tian made 3 finals, won 2 of them.
Service over.
This is a class act. We're talking about Super Series events.
6.
Just long.
It's a good return.
6-all.
It's amazing how it has all clicked this week for Adcock and Bankier.
That's a good return then. Storming back and Bankier in. But this is a bit of a silly miss.
Well, fabulous return.
Yeah, that was a risk to take.
7-6.
Chinese bench quite happy.
I'm not surprised.
It was a risk to go cross court there, but the element of surprise, but it didn't work out. Should have left it, in my book anyway.
Bankiers moving very nicely at the net, but they're struggling a little bit on this point.
Yeah. She got really well into it at the net there.
8-6.
Tian Qing with the decisive blow in that point, and it's now a case of 4 points in a row. .261. Important period now in this first game for the British pair, because from what have been a fabulous start, now it's the Chinese two who are in their stride. Good serve. Good return as well.
Yeah. It's good he can keep the attack. Keep going at Jiaming. I think that's really good. Not spreading the attack, just keep centering the whole time and then finish the business.
What's impressed me is, you know, they're not overawed here, are they? They've obviously determined to come out and attack. Give it a go.
Absolutely. As you say, 19 all in the third set, it might be a different case.
Okay. And we'd forgive them that, wouldn't we?
But getting so far, they would be happy with. So.
Yeah. Listen, if you offered them now to get to 19 all in the third set,
they would take it.
They would. Good response it's been to that little run that Tao and Tian had put together.
9-all.
Must be wonderful for them in some respect, though, Morton, that they've never had a crowd supporting them like this, where every point is roared home.
Yeah, but I think they get very good support in Birmingham. Playing at the All-In and all the British players. I must say it's a fantastic crowd up there as well.
But they've never had great success.
No, that's the first or second round, but still, yes, you're right in that sense.
Yeah, the All England, one of the big events of the year, isn't it? Played in Birmingham.
Service over. 10-all.
Clever shot again. I think the Chinese player at the back there, he's Jiaming. He's not fast enough. He's getting tricked here. He's getting tricked again, and he's a bit slow on reacting. And I think that's what the British pair really have to exploit.
Yeah. I just really want you to think about the next shot all the time, so you get ready for the next. Yeah. We do that with that air, we're always on top of the speed. And that's when we're getting the edge, and then we get the chance to win. Yeah, so hit them ready for the next shot all the time. Okay, so push out from the rear, a little bit harder, like I said, but also he's covering the middle.
Okay.
So the one you slice down the line.
Court 1, 20 seconds.
Yep.
Court 1,
Okay.
20 seconds.
Yeah, keep going. 11-10 their interval advantage. They have a very good relationship on court, do Bankier and White, saying they try and crack each other up with jokes just to keep each other loose, but it's not the time for joking now, is it? Quarterfinals of a World Championship.
Play. Service over. 11-all.
Here we see it again. He's a bit heavy, in all honesty. When he's sort of going one direction and he has to turn, it's a bit tricky for him. Can really be exploited.
Yeah, he's a big guy, isn't he? You know?
He's a big guy, yes. And not as agile as some of the other Chinese players. That was pretty good. Called out.
13-11.
Yeah. It's close, it's really close.
It's what you call great judgment when you see it go out.
Yeah, exactly, well left. No chance to retrieve it. That's it, nice block.
He's really shining, isn't he, in this match so far, C.ADCOCK?
It's not, you know, driving it flat back, he's just blocking it and keep control. That's good.
14-11.
All the headlines at the start of the week from a British perspective were about Robertson and Warwick. But suddenly, it's these two making headlines. Oh. He judged another one just right. 15-11.
That's it. Good attack to the net.
16-11.
Well, from 11-all, 16-11 the lead now.
Service over. 12-16.
That was a good run of points.
Well, he looks on top form right now, C.ADCOCK. It is it's a team game, isn't it? They're a pair.
But again, a really nice return. Holding it long enough and then subtly pushing it to the deep corner.
It's wide and
I think the Chinese mixed doubles pair here is really shaken up.
yeah. The world ranked #3 pair. 18-12 down. That's out.
Service over. 13-18.
But it's not easy to win your own serve, is it?
No, you have to really serve well, and it's very often the point goes with the receiver. Good serve.
Well played.
Good block. Good block.
Bankier to the fore. 2 points from taking the opening game here. Bankier and ADCOCK The dream is still alive, you know.
But that's what I said in the beginning. It's nice to see young people, and we know they can rise above themselves, and I think that's what they definitely have done so far. It's going out.
Serves over. 14-19.
Should have seen that one. Tian.
15-19.
No way she was going to get that one coming through.
Yeah, the serve was short, and it brings up game points for the British twosome here.
20 game point.
Well left
15.
again, wasn't it?
Yes, just short of the line.
It's so hard though just to leave those.
It's tempting. That's a good return.
Yeah.
Can't do much about that.
Serves over. 16-20.
This is the moment coming up now where they'll be looking to pounce to take this opening game. On the Tian Qing serve. It's good. It's the opening game. And I.BANKIER are halfway to another upset, and perhaps the biggest of them all.
It is the biggest of them all. Should they win this one, it's a really big upset.
Well. It's been absolutely sublime play so far. Can they keep it going? 21-16. They've taken the opening set.
To try and get the net all the time off your serve, because they're struggling with the speed you're using in the first one. So we either serve T so you can brush. If you're serving wide, it's a longer distance for you.
Yeah.
Or you flicker. Yeah?
Yeah.
She's the one playing loads in there, getting the calls. Yeah. So I think T or flick. Yeah. Just try and take them out of that comfort zone to start with. You're moving forward all the time. It's very good. Yeah.
Straighter than what she always.
Yeah. You can play the straight soft, right in front of you. And when he pushes back, just push back straight.
Just comments on what the coaches talked to them about. That obviously most of it's positive, given what's just happened.
They're talking about the placement of serve, and obviously having to push forward and take control of the most of the time, as much as possible, obviously.
Interesting, most of the Chinese success that this pair have been at home. They won the China Open Super Series, the Jiaming Masters Super Series, so they know what it's like to win matches in their own backyard. Yeah. Well, we should remember that this Chinese pair of Jiaming and Tian Qing were given a fright yesterday by the Polish pair. They lost a set in that match as well, but they came through.
But it has to be said that the Polish pair is a very, very good pair.
Yeah, they were number 14 seeds, but they've been higher than that in the world rankings.
Oh yes, they've been much higher. I think they've been all the way up to 2. Have they been number 1?
Yeah, number 1 apparently. There you go.
So they're not bad.
But BANKIER and C.ADCOCK are only just inside the world top 20. That happened this week.
Yep. It's all about just to continue as nothing has happened, and then say, okay, yes, we've got the first set. There's a new game here. Let's go.
Because it's important, and it's important to keep that momentum from the first set going, because
go.
You don't want to open the door, because something it's difficult to get that momentum back, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, well covered, well retrieved. Oh, that's brilliant. It's Still not a winner, though.
It is now.
A super play, super play. That is so good.
And it's clear to see, and you know, you may not have seen I.BANKIER and A.DCOCK playing all this, but they're getting better and better.
Yeah, and I think it was a very important shot, that lift actually. It was the deception of the shot that sort of made sure that the Chinese were not getting the attack 100%, and then the British pair got back into it and winning it here. Really well played.
Please, look at each other both. Okay. 2-love.
Scritch is getting up at the net there, serving and then forward. Covering the net, really well played.
Dream start to game 2.
Look at that, she's going forward, getting up there. Important.
Don't want to be pessimist at this stage, but you just wonder that it can't be as straightforward as this.
Well, you never know. You never know. That's what I say, they can rise above themselves, and as I said, that's what they've been doing.
Well, British badminton has been in a bit of a slump, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think, you know, we're all struggling to find new talent, new young ones to take on the world. So it goes for all of us.
Inspirational once more from A.DCOCK. He's a man possessed right now. 5-love. Well, he's not the biggest hitter, but he's pumped up here. Rare mistake.
Yeah, idea was fine.
Gives Jiaming and Tian their first point of this game. Well, Badminton England's target at the start of the week was for someone from their team to reach the quarterfinals, so mission achieved as far as that was concerned. Didn't state who that would be. I'm not sure if A.DCOCK and I.BANKIER was at the foremost of their ideas.
Yeah.
Full receiver.
Fault called on the receiver there. So just explain, Morten, the receiver there.
Yeah, it's a service fault, and the receiver is also faulted for moving before the shuttle was struck. So both of them are doing doing a fault at the same time. So that's why they want to play the let.
Yeah, but what happens when it's a fault server? Can we just ask that? I think you may have it wrong.
What was wrong with what Chris A.DCOCK did?
A.DCOCK was moving before the shuttle was actually struck.
Did he though?
That's what the umpire is saying, and the service judge at the same time is saying that the server is a forward serve. So it's like two faults.
No, I
I
understand the decision, but they've called for the.
But now it's obviously what fault is coming before the other.
Exactly.
That's what they're arguing about.
The referee getting called over there to make a decision. I think they're going to stick with what they decided in the first place. Hakan Foster, the umpire.
We had another Dane on court. That was Torsten Berg, referee the tournament.
Well, is that going to stop the flow here?
Yeah, interesting question. Let's hope not.
There you go. That's your immediate answer, at least. So this is the previous point. Now, this is all split screen.
Yeah.
Well, he moved his right foot, did he there, Chris Adcock? Is that the problem?
That's what he's called for, yes. But, you know, it's split second.
That's out. That's another point to the British pair. Another one that's disputed.
Yeah.
It looks similar, by the way,
doesn't want the Jiang to scream and shout like the shuttle was in, as it was called out, because he doesn't want her to influence the line spacing.
Right.
That's trouble. Yeah,
big trouble. Still a 4-point lead in this second game, though.
3-7.
Well, Bankier and Adcock did win 3 titles at the end of last year, back-to-back Scottish, Irish and Italian, but they've stepped up into the Super Series events, the big events in 2011. Haven't had as much success, not surprisingly, really.
They have to get used to it first, and they're doing well in this tournament. Keep the momentum, yes.
They're doing that, and mightily impressively. They're looking a world-class pair here, aren't they? Good movement again by Bankier.
Fast and furious. Watch out for that. Yeah, I was just good. Watch out for the cross.
Service over. 4-8. Service over. 9-4.
Well, the good news for Tian Qing is that she's already in a semi-final. She's got there in the women's doubles for Jiaming. This is the only discipline he is playing in.
Well read, really well read by Imogen Bankier here.
10-4.
Well,
look at how she's moving cross court here. Yes, it's well left and really well read. What a lead, 10-4.
Well, yes. Not in their wildest dreams.
Out.
Unbelievable, 11-4 at the interval, having taken the first set. It's an incredible margin. Is it a margin that's going to lead to victory?
First thing, we play 5-point games from now on. Yep. First 4 shots, movement speed. We can keep
11-4 the lead.
The right shot in the block. Yeah. Keep doing that. There's a speed there. We're dominating. Where you serve to her, it's working really well. Yeah. Where you serve to him, we go T. To him, we go T, and we're ready on the net. Yeah. Okay. You've done really well. We've been varying the return as well.
For 120 seconds.
Interesting first comment by him there. Something you mentioned earlier this week, Morten. 5-point games now. Just explain that.
It's they have such a commanding lead now. Lead 11-4, and if you look at it and say, okay, let's just look at the next 4 points. And if you can win 3-1, we're talking about a 14-5 lead. And that is almost virtually impossible for the Chinese to come back from. It's not saying that if you don't win 3-1 that you're losing the match.
But that's the goal.
But, you know, could you do that, you can almost close it. And that's what it's all about now. Really, really play the next 4 points as best as you can.
Just clipped the top of the net and fell back the wrong way for C.ADCOCK here. Close one. Another one into the net.
Oh, don't worry, don't worry. Plenty of time. It's not a train smash.
No, certainly not crisis time, that's for sure. Not yet, at least.
Yeah, and then go for the attack again. Oh.
3 points in a row, though, since the break for Tao and Tian here.
Yeah, but as I say, okay, they did not get the break on 11-4, but you know, they're still 11-7 up and just have to regroup, get back into it.
Yeah, I hardly think those 3 points are going to destroy their confidence that they've built up over the previous game and a half. Tao just warned about delaying. Tactics to try and...
Now I.BANKIER have to start playing winners on these half chances she's getting. She's been blocking too much.
Yeah, there's no doubt in this match, and that hasn't been the way in the previous two, actually. It's C.ADCOCK who's taking the leading role in winning points here.
Yeah, and B.WF has been, she's been really good and clever and all that blocking, but after the break here, she's had quite a lot of chances. She's just blocked, not daring. She still have to dare to win. Good defense.
Excellent. Clever. Oh, it was the lift.
It's going out.
Oh, it's gone out.
Service over. 8-12.
He set it up so well with the lift as well.
It was a very clever lift. Good lift, that one was good. And nerves are settling in, I think.
As I said, understand it. I said this right at the start of the game. Get to this point, and we were saying 19 on the third, but get to a winning point, a point where you know you can taste, you can smell that finishing line. It's bound to creep in tension.
Oh, that's bad shots.
Yeah, another wrong decision, wasn't it?
Got out of it.
Finished it off that time. Importantly, they did finish it off there because I'd have worried for them if they'd lost that point.
Very important point. Very important point. 9-12. Now it was 13-8. Now it's 13-8.
Yeah.
Very important.
Well, that's the biggest moment of both their careers here. World Championships, home soil in the United Kingdom for B.WF and Adcock.
Service over.
It was in. It was left by Adcock, but it was in.
9-13.
Not all falling their way right now. A 7-point advantage. It's now 4. Make that 3.
10-13.
So we've got an interesting 5, 8, 10 minutes in front of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
As I said before.
It's a mini wobble more.
Yeah. Dare to win. Come on, guys. Dare to win.
Yeah, I mean, they were so aggressive. They were so positive in their play.
That's it. Dare to win.
Every point is warmly greeted.
Service over.
Every point takes them closer to that
14-10.
magic number of 21.
Service over. 11-14.
He's tightening up, isn't he, Chris Adcock?
Yes, and the timing on the smash was way off. And then he's had an easy shot from a low position and also missing that one. So yes, it's nervy times. It's nervy times, unfortunately. It's a little bit early in the second set here.
Well, they know they won't have a better chance than this. 6 points from victory.
In my book, I know that it sounds like it's a one lifetime opportunity, but in their mind it should never be. It should be like they're going for the first medal out of many.
And that could be the case, but you never know what tomorrow is going to bring, do you?
No, but that's how you got to think.
No, I understand. And
that takes the pressure off.
And that's not, I'm saying that was my mindset, not theirs.
16-11.
Well, they started to hit their stride again. Sweat pours down.
That's it. That's it. Instead of blocking it, really going at it and play the winner. Dare to win.
She enjoyed that, didn't she, Imogen Banker? Stepped across, pounced, winner. Back to a 6-point lead. Back to a little more of a comfy margin.
I like the word comfy. It's a good word. That's a good attack.
18-11. Tension's been lifted suddenly.
And as I say, don't think, just play. Instinct will take it from here.
No, it's in mixed doubles, of course, that Britain won a silver. Robertson and Gail Ems.
That's a good return
at the Olympics.
Very good return.
12-18.
Closing down the angles. Very difficult to play. Chris should have chosen the same reply as Jiaming by going into the center of the court, the body push, rather than go to the side of the backhand there, because that's a fierce reply.
Yeah, well, Tao and Tian now have got to play their shots. They're going to have to go out and attack if they're going to retrieve the situation.
Yes.
They've got enough. They're now the two that got nothing to lose. It started that way with Adcock and Banker. Now it's the Chinese bet.
Totally turned around.
And you don't get to be third in the world in your discipline if you can't do it.
Play on, please.
Chinese bench a bit nervous, not happy. That's well left.
Short. 2 more points required for victory.
Service over. 19-14. Service over. 15-19.
That's it. And do it, yes.
Match points for Banker and Adcock. 5 of them.
That's plenty.
Hopefully so.
There's plenty.
Match point 15.
Wembley Arena ready to erupt.
Service ball,
Don't do it. Just don't do it.
Observer
And
16.
don't argue with the...
Yeah.
Don't do it. Just,
Chris, just
continue.
forget it.
and
4 more to
continue.
go.
Focus, concentrate.
Yeah, focus on this one.
Bad decision on that flick serve. That's out. Oh, that's in.
It's in.
Ooh. That's a good serve.
20.
The net and the line.
Wow.
That's a
Look
good
at
serve.
this. Look at this.
Yo,
Oh.
That's well in. That's well in.
So 5 becomes 3 in terms of match points.
5 is plenty.
It's out. It becomes 2. You knew it wouldn't be that simple, didn't you? When is it ever that simple?
It's never simple. Yeah, I think it's good they take their time, regroup. Come on, pressure on that serve.
Well, Bankier's on the floor. Adcock's out of court. Pandemonium in Wembley. Because the British pair have upset the odds yet again. A memento in the crowd for someone. Wonderful victory against the number 4 seeds for Adcock and Bankier.
That's fantastic. So it's good to see how happy they are. That's really nice. Wonderful win.
Well, the crowd are on their feet, and quite rightly so. It was a first-class, world-class display from start to finish. Into the net. Cue celebrations. The biggest moments of their lives.
I just got over.
Wonderful moments. All the hard work, all the hours in training, all for that.
Yeah, that's what I always laugh when the commentators are saying it was a very good hourly rate. They don't ever think about how many hours has been spent training or whatever.
Well, it was 42 minutes of wonderful badminton on court. Chris Adcock, Imogen Banker. They'll be going for gold soon if they carry on playing like this. Well, what a wonderful moment for the crowd that have come, obviously, to watch all these wonderful players. We've had Lin Dan and Lee Chong-wei and many other wonderful players as well here, but they obviously wanted to see a British victory, the majority of them, and they know the semi-finals tomorrow. Adcock and Bankier will take on Tantowi Ahmad and Liliana Natsir, the number 2 seeds from Indonesia. Well, they've beaten the number 4 seeds, they've beaten the number 8 seeds and the number 15 seeds, so it's the number 2 next for them. But it's been a wonderful moment for them to savour right now. Thank you.